Welcome back to Love Success. I'm your host Laurie, and I'm going to be telling you about how to get out of the feeling stuck in your career and questioning whether you're on the right path or you're dreaming of making that change but don't know where to start. Well, this episode is for you, so let's get into it. Career transitions, not just for the sunshines and rainbows, but really scary and really messy and ultimately transformative journey that millions of people navigate every year. So, did you know the average person changes careers, not just jobs, entire career, God knows how many times, maybe 7 during the working life of their career? I know my brother has. And yet most of us feel completely alone when we're doing this throughout our life. So here's the setup. Let me paint a picture for you. And you're lying in bed, and that familiar feeling creeps in. The Sunday scaries, but it's not just the Monday morning, right? It's about Tuesday, Monday, and the next 5 years of your life, right? That doesn't light you up. And you know you need a chance, a change, but the questions are overwhelming you. So what if I'm throwing away the years of experience? What if I can't afford to start over? What if I'm just having a bad month and this feeling passes? What if I'm making the wrong choice? Well, let's look at this in a different perspective. Here's what I've learned as a coach to many people in their transitions of careers. People who successfully navigate the crossroads aren't the ones without fear. They're the ones who move forward, and despite the fear, they look at the framework introduction. I'm sharing 5 stages of career crossroads framework. This isn't a theory. This is exact process that will work for you. So whether you're 25 or not, it doesn't matter if you're 45, ready for something different. I know my brother has, and he has Ohau mushrooms. And 5 stages are here. Recognition, acknowledging you're at the crossroads. Exploration, discovering what you actually possibly evaluate, making decisions with clarity, not fear. Transition, the practical steps of making the move. And interrogation, thriving in your new direction. Let's dive in. So, recognition, the signs that you're in a career crossroads. You're successful but not fulfilled. You catch yourself daydreaming about a different career. You dread the Sunday nights consistently, like a lot of people do. You feel like you're catching or acting a part that really isn't you. And there is people suggesting that you be great at something else and it can happen that way. And that is not ideal either. But we all have it. So here's the next part. First action step. For your next week, notice when you feel energized versus being drained at work. So don't judge it. Just observe it. Recognizing and recognition starts with honest self-awareness. And a client example, I had a client called Sarah who was a successful marketing director on paper, giving everything looked perfect and fine, right? But she realizes that she spent time, her lunch breaks, watching YouTube videos about interior design, and recognition was her first clue. So exploration, stage 2. Exploration is where the most people either get stuck or make constantly mistakes and they either research forever without taking action, or they jump to the first idea that excites them. And this is not healthy. Smart exploration has 3 components. So, exploration. What are your values, strengths, and non-negotiables? What are you thinking they should be? But what are they actually are? And what are the opportunities exist? Don't even know about it yet, maybe. Information, interviews, jobs, shadowing, industry, reports, testing, small experiments before committing is freelancing projects, volunteering, side hustle, courses. Now, you can actually find ways, identifying 3 people working in a career that interrogate you, and reach out for about 15 minutes for coffee chats, and most people will say yes if you're respectful and specific about what you want to learn. Try that and see how you go. And evaluation. Stage 3 is not an easy one of evaluation, moving from what ifs to what's best. And this is where we are separating from emotional decisions, from strategic ones, and I use what I call the career decision matrix. You evaluate each options for your criteria, alignment, growth potential, lifestyle fit, and practical ability. So really find a way that works for you. Transition, transing into the whole combo. The 3 types of career transitions: the leap, the bridge, the pivot, and financial planning graphics. Maybe you got to look at money, 3 to 6 months of basic expenses, any education, certificate, potential income, and in the first year, an emergency buffer. And here's the thing. You don't need all of the upfronts. If your strategic is about your approach to everything, realistically, we're going to have practical steps. So number 1, update your LinkedIn or any social media related to it. Resume to bridge your old new career, from your old to new. Stage building your network in your target field. Identify transitionable skills you already have. Create timeline with specific milestones and plan financial transitions carefully. Interrogation. Thriving in new roles. First 90 days in career transition to make or break. You provide to yourself and others that you made the right choice. And the key is to successful interrogation is embracing beginner's mind, build your relationships quickly, celebrate small wins, stay connected to your why, and be patient with yourself. Warning signs: if you find yourself consistently looking backwards and second guessing your decision, that's normal. And the first few months, if you persist on beyond 6 months, you might have time to reassess everything and, find a way through it. So the crossroads you're facing right now isn't a crisis. It's just an opportunity to open that new beginning. The opportunity to align your work with your values and challenges yourself in ways that is important to you, and create that career that energizes rather than drains you. So your homework for this week is identifying which stage of the framework you are currently in. Take one concrete action this week, whether that's starting a journal, reaching out for an informational interview or something, having an honest conversation with someone, and stop waiting for the perfect moment. Just go for it, because at the end of the day, it helps. So if you're ready to dive deeper, go into your career transition, I'd love to hear you and support you. So really book a free session with me and I will help you to identify these areas. Links in descriptions. And if the episode has helped you, please share it with somebody who is going through that phase of transitions with their career. And the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. 20 seconds best time today is your future self and is counting the decisions you make right now. I'm Laurie, and I'll see you on the next episode for another time. Keep moving forward, and I will catch up with you in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe.